And she was talking to me, we were finding this research that was talking about how when kids are told their ancestral stories, they have a much deeper sense of belonging.
Yeah.
And so the reason why so many of us feel so lost today is we've never been told deep stories about where our parents come from, where our grandparents come from, what they went through, not in a way to make us feel like a victim or feel at a disadvantage, but to hear a story from the perspective of this is your heritage.
Yeah.
And then you feel like you belong to something so much more bigger and beyond you. Whereas most of us are just like, oh yeah, I'm from West Hollywood or whatever, right? It's like, it's such a like, you know, it's like a temporary residence.
It is.
But like when you know you belong to something eternal, like I was talking to the researcher, I was saying that in my life, the things that have helped me the most when I'm going through a tough time, a difficult time, a real low, is recognizing that I'm part of a 5,000-year-old tradition. So when I'm repeating the Gita, which is a 5,000-year-old scripture, which is the text I learned as a monk, when I realize I'm connected to that lineage, I feel unstoppable.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that survived for 5,000 years. I'm going to be all right. Like I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Whereas when you just think like, oh man, I've just been on the planet for like 30 years and I'm trying to figure it out, it can feel quite uncomfortable.
Facts.
And so I love what you're saying, that actually inside your son Noah, there is the coding of his grandparents.
It is, and all of us. It's like time traveling. People always try and figure out how to preserve themselves. You know, there's the expression, oh, I'm living through my kids, or I'm living, that's real. I realize how much power these simple expressions have.
Tell me more, I like this.
Like communication can save a nation, or like, you know, but like, yeah, I really feel like we always try and think like, oh, there's not enough time. There's not enough time. There's a real truth to I'm living through my kids or whoever you choose to. I don't even think it has to be your kids. I think that your blood, your lineage, it's like you really do time travel. You know, 1,000 years from now, there may be some descendants that look like us, you know, or like slight, you know, and you'll be like, oh, you know, I look like my dad's dad.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never met him. You know, he unfortunately passed, you know, when I was super little and I never even met him. But he's a part of me too.